Welcome to my It's Only a Paper Moon guitar lesson. Hi my diligent little jazz bees around the globe. Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. I'll show you all great guitar chords and how to weave the melody in between them. This is called chord melody or solo jazz guitar. I'll show you everything note for note, slow and easy, and there is also a slow tempo version towards the end of this lesson. I've made tabs and backing tracks which you can download from the link down below in the description box or from up here in the card. And please also visit my lesson shop Guitarversum.com for more lesson material. And now let's learn how to play It's Only a Paper Moon chord melody style. We are in the key of G major and we have a classic AABA jazz standard song form. Each of these sections are 8 bars long, so we have a total of 32 bars. Here we go. Here are the first 4 bars and I'm gonna play through them fast first, then I'll break everything down and then I'll play it at slow tempo again. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. We have a 1-6-2-5 going on in the key of G major. So the 1 chord is of course G major and I have an inversion. I play the 7th of the E string first, G major 7 with the B in bass. And then a melody follows and so I add the rest of the chords, 7, 5 of D and 7 of G. And I'll play it again. Now we have the 6th chord, which is an E altered chord, and I play the E7 flat 9 chord in the shape of a diminished chord. They are substitutes. I have a video on that, check it out. I'll link it up here somewhere. So 9, 10, 9, 10 is a diminished chord. And the 3rd is often just a scratch, because now we rather quickly have to change to the 2 chord, the A minor 7 chord. And that's, here's the A, 7, 9, 8, 8. Then I play a scratch. I do this all with my pick and I play through it softly but quickly. Then the A minor 9, that's 5, 5, 5, 7. And the D9, and that's the 5 chord. Here's the D, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. Sometimes I don't play the low A string. So I just play this. It depends on, you know, how fast my fingers are. Then another strum. And now a 2-5, the A minor 11. Since we don't have a melody on beat 1, I start by playing the bass, the A on the 5th string. And then the rest of the chord follows 5, 5, 5, 3. Twice. Now the 5 chord is a D altered and that's, I played as a D7 flat 9, same as the E but 2 lower. So we have 7, 8, 7, 8. D7 flat 9 in the shape of a diminished chord. Twice. The third one is more of a scratch. And now the one chord, G major, that's 5, 7, 7, 7. Then the scratch. And then I have this melody. I could have harmonized it this way. First of all, this is a little hard to catch. So what I do is I play the fifth of the one, the 5 of the one. G, a fifth above, is D. The dominant chord, D9, also has this A on top. So I go for that one. It also adds more tension to it. And resolves now to G6, 9. So that D9 was 4, 5, 5, 5. We had this before. And now the G6, 9 is 2, 2, 3, 3. And if you want to, you can add the G, but you're probably gonna mute the high E string then. You would have to use your pinky for that. But usually I just play the upper 4 strings. So it's like, right? And then I play the 5th in bass as a kind of a short walking bass that leads me back to the G chord, which is going to be in the next phrase. So now let me play through the whole phrase number 1 at slow tempo. 3, 4. And here are the next 4 bars. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. All right, this was the first ending at least. We have a second ending. So I start with the G again. G with B in bass, 7th fret, then the rest follows twice. And now we go to the G9, which is a 5 chord for the upcoming C chord. I have a G9 up here, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10 all the way through. Then another strum. Then the 11th of the E string is a chromatic note, a passing tone. Leads me to the C major chord. 10, 12, 12, 12. Yeah. Then the 13 of the B string. And the A half diminished. Right? We now have a 2-5 in a minor key. A half diminished to D7. And that's an A half, that's part of an A half diminished. Here's the whole A half diminished actually with the G in bass, but I don't even play that, okay? So I have the A up here, here's the root, 10, 8, 10. But if you catch it, you can play it. I just happen to never catch that G in bass, so I just don't play it. Then the G is here on the 12th fret. Glide down to the 5 chord, D7, 10, 10, 11. Let it ring and add the 9th, that's the 12th of the E string. Then a D13, 10, 11, 12, 10. Here is the root, or here. Then a little chromatic, 7 on the B string, leads us to the G6 final chord. Here's the G, 10, 9, 9, 8. And then for the A1 section, the first ending, because this is being repeated, we have 2 A sections and a third one in the end. I play a D7 sharp 5 chord. So that's 10, 10, 11, 11. Right? And let me play through that first at slow tempo. 3, 4. For the second ending, after the G6, I actually played D flat 7, flat 5. And why is that? Because now the first one had a D7 sharp 5, which led us back to the G. 5, 1. Alteration, even better. More tension, that resolves. But after the A2 section, we have the B section, which starts with a C chord. So the 5 chord of this is a G chord, and I played a tritone substitute. That's the D flat. A tritone from G is D flat 7 and flat 5 in bass. Not in bass, sorry, on a top note, as a top note. So we have, right? So the whole thing with the second ending. Welcome to the B section here, the first 4 bars, here we go. 2, 3, 4. All right, this one's fun. We have a C6, right? Here's the root C. 5, 5, 5, 5, top 4 strings. 1, 2, it's a half note. Now we have a passing chord, C sharp diminished. 5, 6, 5, 6. Here's the C sharp. 3, 4, another half note. And the 1 chord G major 7. 5, 7, 7, 7. I strum through it like this. Stop. Then an E altered. We have a 1, 6, 2, 5 again. 1. Now the 6th chord is E. And this is an E7 sharp 9, no root, but the flat 13 on top. E7 sharp 9, flat 13. 6, 7, 8, 8. Glide over to the 12th fret, the root, the E. And now the 2 chord, glide over to the 10th fret. Don't leave that string, stay on here. Don't slide though, don't go like, we don't want that. You lift your finger, you release the pressure, but you remain on that string and go over here. Then you go down here to the D. To the D. So that's an A minor 11 chord now. 7, 9, 8, 10. The E string played again. Then a D13, 5 chord. Here's the D. 10, 10, 11, 12. The B string again, and the resolution chord to G6, we know this already. G, B, E, and G. Then 2 more strums, right? And a D flat 7 flat 5 again, substituting a G7. 9, 9, 10, 8, right? Leads us back to C. Let's repeat this. 3, 4. And here finally the last 4 bars. Here we go. Fast tempo first. 2, 3, 4. We start the same way we started in phrase 3. That was C6. 1, 2, C sharp diminished. 3, 4, and G major 7. But now we have octaves. On a B flat, that's the 6th of D and the 11th of the B string. And you gotta mute the G string plus the high E and maybe also the A string by touching it from below. Then 1 to the right to the B. And then we have a B minor. Now we have a 3, 6, 2, 5. Here's the B minor 7. 9, 11, 10, 10. Here's the B. All strings, just the E string, all 4 strings again. The 6th chord, sorry, is E7 flat 9. We had this, 9, 10, 9, 10, diminished chord. Now the octaves, again, B flat to B. the 2 chord A minor 9, 10, 12, 12, 12, then the upper E string, all strings again, so, and the 5 chord is a strange one, D9 sharp 5. That's a mix of unaltered and altered. First of the number, the chord, the fret numbers 9, 10, 10, 12. So here would be the D. That's the 7, the 3rd, the sharp 5, and here's the 9th. So it's a D9 sharp 5 chord. All right. Now let me repeat everything at slow tempo for you. 3, 4. Now, before I play through the entire tune at slow tempo, let me recommend to you my chord melody playlist. And if you're not such an experienced chord melody player, please check out my chords playlist first. You need to know your basic chords and the tension chords in order to understand chord melody better. It's not good to just learn it by heart. You should know what you're doing. So check out the chord playlist and then the chord melody playlist. And now let's listen to the song at slow tempo. If you like my rendition of It's Only a Paper Moon, please give it a fat thumbs up, share the love and the knowledge, and visit my lesson shop, Guitarversum.com, for more lesson material. I see you next week. Servus. Bye-bye.